So today we are going to make revision lesson 13. So you open page number 69. See, lesson 13. Air and water. Air and water. Revision. Lesson 13. Air and water. Revision. So we have studied about the air. Air is all around us. It is made up of gases. We can feel but cannot see. We can feel the air, we can experience about the air, but it is invisible. We cannot see the air. We can feel it when it moves. Moving air is called wind. It occupies space and has a weight. How you find it occupy the space? You are familiar to the cycle tube. When air is filled in the tube, it becomes swollen tubes. And if you fill the air in the football, it becomes the swells up. Without air, it becomes the shrinkage. So we cannot survive without air. Normally, we take in air through our nose. During respiration, air enters inside our lungs, and during respiration, we take in the mixture of the gases, but oxygen is utilized for the respiration. Normally we take in air through our nose. If we close our nose and mouth, we feel suffocated. When we breathe air through the nose, it is called respiration. Respiration is a sign of the life. If anybody has no respiration, he lost his life. When respiration stops, life ends. Air is one of our basic needs. Let us know what air contains. Let us know what air contains. Air contains water vapors. Air contains water vapors. I told you one activity. So in this activity, as I told, you take a glass tumbler. And take ice cubes and fill the tumbler with the ice cubes. And you will find, after some time, you will find 8 drops of the water on the surface of the glass tumbler. You will find the drop of the water on the surface of the glass tumbler from where this air comes. So this is the rainy season. Humidity is more in the atmosphere. Just you take cold water any of the glass. Take the cold water from the fridge and keep in the glass. You find that the water drops adhere on the surface of the glass. From where these water drops comes? These water drops are present in the atmosphere, and since the glass is very cold, so they come and the air and the water vapors which are very close to the glass tumbler, they become the condense and take the shape of the water. So in this way we can say that air contains water vapor. Now, air contains gases. Air is a mixture of several gases. It contains gases like nitrogen, oxygen, and carbon dioxide. Out of these three gases, oxygen is very important gas. Oxygen is necessary for all living beings to stay alive. We breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. Now, air contains smokes. Smoked air is harmful to us. A smoke released from factories, mills, and vehicles pollute the air. Polluted air is bad for the. Now, air contains germs. Actually, germs are the microbes which causes the diseases. Air also contains some microbes that may causes the diseases. Those having the strong immune system, germs cannot cause the disease in them, and those having the weak immune system, they get infected by the germs. So germs are very small living things that can make you sick. When a sick person coughs, sneezes, or vomits, germs mix with the surrounding air. When we breathe in this dirty air, we also become sick. Thus, dust, smoke, and germs make the air dirty and impure. We should try our best to keep the air around us clean. It is essential to breathe in fresh and clean air. Air can be kept clean by planting more and more trees. So, air get polluted by the human activities, just like burning of the fossils, burning of the fuels, you can say. And you have seen the brick fields, they are producing a huge amount of the black color, the smokes, they get mixed with the air. And if we inhale that smoke mixed air, we can get the sick. So how it can be purified? This can be purified by planting the trees. Trees works at the air purifier, they purify the air. So we should plant more and more trees. Next one, the water. Water, just like food, living things need water too. Water is also necessary. Not only the air, but water is also essential. We cannot live very long without water. Other than drinking, we need water for the various purposes. We use the water not only for the drinking, but it is also used in the various processes, various activities like the cooking, cleaning, breathing, washing, watering plants, putting out the fire, etc. Our earth is 70% water, which occurs in the form of the rivers, ice, oceans, seas, and the lakes. Forms of water. In which form water present? Water is found in the liquid form, but it is also present in the solid and the gaseous forms. Solid form is ice, and the liquid gaseous form is just like the water vapors. So water in its natural state is in the liquid form. It flows. It does not have a definite shape, but get the shape of the container. If you pour it into a glass, it will take the shape of a glass, or if you pour it into a bowl, it will take the shape of a bowl. If we boil the water, it changes into steam. If we this is suppose we are taking the water in a bowl, and we keep here a burner, you see it's size base must be of the equal ground. It is kept on the ground and the burner corrosive flare. So if we start the warming, then we will see water vapors. It is coming. So if we start, if you warm the water, it gets converted into the steam. Steam rises into the air in the form of gas called as the water vapor. This steam is the gaseous form of the water. It does not have a definite shape. It takes up the shape of the container. We can change water vapors into water again by cooling it. Hold a cool steam plate over the boiling water. Water vapors reach the plate and change into water vapor. So this water vapors when come in contact with the cold surface, it get converted into the water again, water drops again. We keep water in the freezer or the refrigerator. It changes into ice. Ice is a solid form of the water. We are taking the water and keeping in the fridge. It is converted into the ice. So ice is the solid form of the water. Thus, three forms of the water: liquid, solid, and the gas. These are the interchangeable with the action of the heat. So that's for today. Next day we discuss about the journey of the water, that is the water cycle. Thank you.